Welcome back to Dark Corners Streaming. The House That Dripped Blood, which you can find on YouTube among other places, is the third of the anthology horrors made by British studio Amicus, featuring 4 stories and a brief framing device as a pair of policemen debate the recent spate of mysterious deaths at an old house.
This is not the first time that something's happened to the tenants of that house.
In fact, the house plays almost no role, and in one segment the killings don't even happen there.
You must be joking.
Part of the reason for this is that what actually binds this anthology is that all the segments are based on short stories by psycho writer Robert Bloch, who also wrote the script, and there is in most of these a flavour of psychology that would make them equally at home in Alfred Hitchcock Presents.
Horror stories.
As is usually the case with anthology horror, there is a mix of the memorable and the forgettable.
It's that house, there's something about it.
But it is held up, as is usually the case with Amicus anthologies, by an excellent cast. Denholm Elliott, Joss Ackland.
I can't leave here. I've got to go back to that place.
Ingrid Pitt.
At heart, he is pure Gothic.
John Pertwee as a particularly hammy horror actor.
At the stroke of 12, the vampire must feast.
And of course, Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing topping the credits. Cushing's segment is probably the least of these, while Lee's, though slow-paced, is probably the best.
She's evil.
Although much of the credit goes to a convincingly creepy performance by Chloe Franks as Lee's troubled daughter.
Ever since you told me how you could see shapes in it, I can see things too.
Incidentally, Franks also appeared with Cushing in The Uncanny, with Lee and Cushing in I, Monster, not to mention Who Slew Auntie Roo, Straw Dogs and Trog. Clearly horror's child actor of choice. Unsettling though this segment is, it shares with all of the first 3 segments the problem of being quite predictable. The stories of a horror writer haunted by his own creation, a man who recognises his lost love in a wax museum.
Perhaps she reminds you of someone?
And a strict father with a strange and distanced daughter are all, if not archetypes, then familiar. The same can't really be said of the final segment.
Ghosts, vampires, werewolves, witches, demons.
As Pertwee plays an actor who is possessed by his own vampire costume. This is probably the most entertaining story, with a tongue-in-cheek dig at one of the film's other stars.
Dracula. The one with Bela Lugosi, of course, not this new fella.
But the sharp tonal shift to comedy comes out of nowhere. Overall, this isn't the best of the Amicus anthologies, but nor is it the worst. It lacks that one brilliant centrepiece story that really grabs you, but nor does it have that one lead weight dragging it down. It's fine, but probably no more. Although the standout moment for me was realising that on his wall, John Pertwee has a picture of Tom Baker as he is now. Someone write that story. Thanks for watching. As I said, these are all based on the work of Robert Bloch. What short stories would you like to see turned into films? Let us know in the comments below.